Okay, guys, back for the second game in Liquid against Union Gaming. Just going to quickly check my mic level. Wow, it didn't reset this time. I'm so happy. It's the first time I haven't done that in ages. I noticed one thing. It's a different stand-in this time for Union Gaming. They've got rid of, I think it was Striker last time, and now we've got Hybria. But still the same MS Dota standing in for Liquid, and still YappleJack here in the co-casting. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me again.
No problem. Same two starting bans, I think, from the two teams.
And I'm wondering if Union Gaming are going to ban the Nature's Prophet this game.
I certainly think it would be wise after the last one. MSS has proven quite handily that he can fill in for Koifa perfectly well in that regard. Perfectly well. I mean, what would you do if you were Union after that last game? Would you try something new? Would you try and refine what you had before?
Honestly, I think they should try something new. Unless I don't feel like Weaver was the best hero that they could have run up against Liquid. I feel like they had been practicing Weaver a lot, but I also feel like there's something else that they could play. And I think Liquid's lineup was perfectly attuned to shutting down that Weaver, and I don't feel it was the best pick.
Yeah.
I feel like they should try something different, and usually when you see upsets, the team that is upsetting the favorite usually does something a little bit more crazy. So
yeah, very true.
I'm looking to see something fun from Union Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say, I wasn't entirely clear what their plan was there, right? For exactly the reasons you said, the Weaver pickup just seemed, first of all, quite countered by the Liquid squad, but also just not quite a heavy enough carry, in my opinion, with what they had to go up against the Luna. So yeah, maybe they were going to try something crazy that game, and it just never got off the ground. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with this time. Nyx Assassin and Slark going out, both very good heroes. I think I favour the Slark ban personally. I think he's more annoying. Union picking up the Nature's Prophet. Yep, well,
this is what you should do.
That's another show of respect. Are we just going to mirror the previous teams, perhaps? Or would that be too much? Would that be too much?
Hey man, it would be something pretty crazy.
It would. I'd really like to see a Lifestealer on Union. I think that Nyx bomb is.
I would too.
Is a very powerful tool, and they work well together as well in terms of they're both kind of ganky. They're both very strong in their own lanes, but they don't overlap at all. Yep, and Liquid pick it up. Possibly just to block. I'd like to say it was just to block.
Perhaps. But I have seen Liquid running the strat, and you saw it in your game where they run Lifestealer, Beastmaster, Tinker, and it's just mobile ganking. And I think this Lifestealer is going to be the hard carry, but I also think it's going to be doing a lot of movement to shut down that Nature's Prophet later in the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it'll be phase boot first, but as a boot to travel Lifestealer, so unimaginable. Yeah, I doubt we'll see that. There'll be somebody else on it who will probably get the boot to travel, but yeah, very mobile Lifestealer. And of course, there are 100 other very mobile heroes that they could pick him up to infest into, and then they get the Storm Spirit. If I'd said that 30 seconds earlier, it would have been a really good call. As it was, yeah, not quite fast enough.
Well, now you made me just look silly, don't you?
I think I managed to make myself look silly more than anything else. The brilliant pickup then by them. So yeah, it'll be a Bulba Storm Spirit. I'm looking forward to it.
I love watching Bulba on this hero. I think Storm's probably one of his best heroes.
Absolutely. I mean,
he plays it so masterfully.
So who are we gonna have on the Lifestealer?
It's gonna be TC.
It's gonna be the TC. Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
Yeah,
I mean, perhaps it's something MSS really likes. He would be the other, way too and fluff on the supports. Yeah, I think TC.
It's certainly possible that we could see MSS on it. Maybe even if they run an aggressive tri lane, they put TC off lane, which I've seen a couple times for them. But I definitely see TC favoring the Lifestealer and Luna over other hard carries. So I do believe it should be
Yeah.
TC on the hero. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. After that Fnatic game yesterday,
Union
I'm just
Gaming
used to
taking
very
a lot
unusual
of their
picks.
reserved up. They appear to have frozen.
Oh dear, let's have a quick look at the chat, see if anything's going on. Did you say you'd frozen? Or... Oh, okay, well Yapple's obviously having a little bit of difficulties. I'm sure he'll be back with us again very shortly. And the Dragon Knight pick up there from Union Gaming. Yeah, very, very strong mid. I like the idea of that running up against Storm Spirit because he's got nice range to harass. Storm Spirit being quite low range has to get definitely close enough for Dragon Breath to hit him. And yeah, with the... I actually really like that pick. He's got a lot of the regen to deal with the inevitable harass coming off from Storm Spirit. And if Storm Spirit ever does leash him and drag him close, Dragon Knight's stun is amazing. It's just very hard to land because you have to be close to people. He's not the kind of person Storm Spirit really wants to be sucking in. Rubik and Timber also banned out. I like those, especially the Timber ban, because Liquid, if they've got two very good carries here in the safe lane and in the mid. If they managed to get the Timber, that would have been a very good off lane. I'm just gonna check up on YappleJack.
Am I back?
I can hear you. I think I've actually had the mic. I think I've been able to hear you the whole time. Just little tapping noises. Can you see the game again?
Yeah, it froze up on me for a second. Probably just my internet.
No problem.
Yeah, I definitely agree with this Dragon Knight choice. It's a very strong hero against both Lifesteal and Storm Spirit. Probably looking to build an early BKB. It'll probably be fairly resistant to that Storm Spirit Lifestealer bomb if you can activate that BKB before they jump on him.
I was also thinking as well, for the early game, Storm Spirit loves to, leash people, drag them in. Dragon Knight would kind of love that, because that would give him the perfect chance to get his stun off. Which, of course, is an amazing stun, but outside of Dragon form is just for melee range. So yeah, I think that's a really good pick. And the Venge, I mean, I love Venge. Just favorite, I don't know, Venge or Sand King, favorite supports. OP 2014.
Oh my gosh, you love Sand King too.
He's just so good.
So much fun. Yeah, and in the Chinese scene, they're running him with Leshrac quite a bit too.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the Liquid match I was doing for my research, it was Liquid against Na'Vi middle of February last year. It was Dendy Sand King mid for Na'Vi.
Yeah, a lot of players are starting to favor that Sand King mid. I honestly started running Sand King mid before I saw any players running it, any pro players, and it's really powerful. It wins its lane. Yeah. The problem with it is you have difficulty in the later portions, but Epicenter can do a great bit of damage. But let's get back to this draft.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've got Union Gaming picking up the Weaver again. I mean, I think they've got the carries to back it up this time. This looks a bit more solid to me.
Yeah, this looks a lot more solid, as well as Chilling Touch. Here's something very interesting, an interesting interaction between Ancient Apparition and Weaver. Geminate attack, when it procs, it does not take a tick of Chilling Touch, but bonus Chilling Touch damage still goes out on the Geminate attack.
Wow, so it doesn't take off that's amazing.
Yeah, the first attack does, but then the Geminate doesn't.
I think the effect of that is it's probably because they were very careful when doing Geminate attack to make sure that the second attack that you do doesn't proc anything like lifesteal or any unique attack modifiers, any critical strikes, anything like that. But yeah, inadvertent effect, not removing a max attack on Chilling Touch. That's a wonderful combo then. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that sometime soon.
Very interesting band coming out from... Yes, it's like, if you want to go into pubs, I'll pick. It's a really fun dual lane to try out, but what do you think about this Skywrath Mage ban by Team Liquid?
I think it could be quite good. I mean, they're not getting very many... If Union Gaming were to go for Skywrath, they wouldn't be getting very many kind of hard, heavy disables, but they'd be getting an awful lot of slows, and a lot of people who can do a lot of damage if they can kind of catch up and keep hitting. In particular, once Skywrath gets his ult, that could be devastating if the enemy can't move out of the way quickly. But at the same time, I doubt Skywrath would have been very useful against Liquid, because Mirana can jump away, Vengeful can switch away, Storm Spirit can ult away, and Lifestealer can go into Rage and become immune to magic. So, I don't know. Pros and cons.
Yeah, in the professional scene, the reason you pick up Skywraith Mage is because of his Arcane Seal, and I believe that they think that it would be very useful against Storm Spirit if you just seal and then use his ulti, Mystic Flare, and you'd be able to nuke down Storm Spirit quite quickly.
It is certainly the kind of team you want to have some silencers against. Wow, they are. They're going to be leaping around. I mean, we were talking about Nake's Bomb. They've got 3 Nake's Bombs, and they've still got a 4th pick to go. In fact, I love the idea of a Vengeful Spirit, you know, switch initiation so that you've got someone for Storm Spirit and Miranda to kill. Miranda?
Yeah.
Miranda to kill. But then also you've got a Lifestealer jumping out of the Vengeful Spirit, so you don't have that normal, oh god, Vengeful Spirit may well die here situation.
Yeah, and this Mirana, it could certainly be a support.
It is!
I was going to say support, trust me.
I heard that, yeah.
This here a lot. No, the Lone Druid came after I said that, but it's a support that they run very well, and I think the lockdown will be very useful against the Weaver, and if you're good enough, you can always swap into Arrow, which is an amazing combination.
I've mentioned that before when I was playing with the Mirana as Venge. I was saying that's what will impress me this game. That's the combo that I want to see once, and then I don't care if we lose. And we didn't manage to do it.
5 seconds.
But yeah, let's hope. I think they've got a lot of stuff here that could help with the Arrow, actually. They've got Open Wounds. They've got the Storm Spirit Leash. Yeah, I can see this working quite well. What they don't have are reliable stuns.
I think... yeah. Oh, yeah.
But then again, neither do Union.
Yeah.
And the support Naga.
Naga.
Oh, laggy bit. It seems to kind of break up once we've got kind of 8 or 9 people picked.
Yeah, it seems like it's smoothed out now.
Oh, there we go.
I'm reasonably surprised by that Naga pickup. I thought they'd pick something more like a Disruptor, which would be very useful on the team. You could silence out the Storm, silence out the Lifestealer, and if that Venge swaps, you'd get a 4-staff so she could get her way out, but no, it's a Naga Siren instead, which still gives him a great deal of control, especially against the Lifestealer when he's Rage.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that's surprising me about that is I think you normally pick up Naga if you're either going for kind of the big push, which I think they're definitely going to try and make part of the plan, but also to help you land certain kind of key combos. And the only one they've already got, and I think it's the one they are probably going for, is Naga Siren into AA ult, which is very, very good. I'm not knocking that, but yeah, I don't know. I agree. Something like Disruptor might have been a little bit better there, I think.
Yeah. Well, also, if you're looking to shut down that Bane with something that went through BKB, they could have got... I mean, if they're looking to shut down that Lifestealer with something that went through BKB, they probably could have picked up a Bane, but I think they wanted both a Disruptor and a Bane, so perhaps they picked up something that was slightly life-it that gave them a lot of teamfight control and also locked down through that BKB.
I'm pretty sure Bane was banned out, but yeah, that would have been an amazing pickup if they could have got it.
I bet I missed that. I'm
not actually sure. I think it was while you were cutting out. Do you want to introduce Liquid this time? I mean, again, and I'll do those other guys.
Sure, those other guys. So we have Way 2 on the Vengeful Spirit. We have
hold on, where are we
MSS on the Lone Druid. And
Liquid.
We have
right, here we go.
Fluff and Stuff on Liquid. We have Bulba on the Storm Spirit, and we have TC on one of his 2 signature heroes to Lifestealer. We get to see both in this series.
I'm really looking forward to this. I want to see some really good infest kills. Really good infest kills.
And that's as well as the swap into Arrow.
Yep, that and the swap into Arrow. Up on the on Union. Sorry, I didn't mean to say these guys. I just meant I went a bit brain dead for a second there. This time we've got stand in a Hybria on the Weaver. Gosu Ray now taking the Naga. and Zedtok. I'm gonna go with Zedtok on the AA. So it'll be Zedtok and Gosure who need to be working on getting their combos lined up. Liquid Drow, Erau, meh on the DK, and up top we've got Angel on the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet against Lone Druid. I kind of favour the Lone Druid there.
Yeah, both are going to be able to stick their summon on the other and just watch it attack away.
Yeah.
And I'd especially favor the Lone Druid in this matchup. If he were to get an early Orb of Venom, I think that would really help him win his lane.
Yeah, I mean he could pick one up on himself and the bear, and I think that'll be a great choice. Also, Nature's, I think, giving away a little bit of free farm with his trees rather than... Yeah, not certain about that. Oh, and there comes the arrow. Oh, but it misses. Open Wounds is up though on Zedtok. TC wants it. He's going to need one more hit, and there it is. Mirana getting first blood. Unfortunately, Vengeful there getting Way2 getting chased right down the lane. Weaver going to run into a Lifestealer Mirana coming back. They've dropped the sentry ward. Oh, and a beautiful arrow. Almost enough. He's back into sentry ward range.
Oh.
He doesn't have enough money for his Gucci. Open Wounds is up again.
Oh, there we go.
And there it is.
Oh.
TC doing brilliant kills. But unfortunately, we have had the Nature's Prophet rotation, so he's trying to run back against 3 heroes. Venge is back up. Oh, they're just going straight in for Zedtok. Now Angel probably regretting the TP. Weaver and Mirana both back in lane, so it's... yeah, it's...
Yeah.
That was a crazy fight.
I don't know if the Nature's Prophet will be able to get down there because he has to go all the way back to base because the lane's not pushed out enough so he can get to the side shop and get a TP scroll and head straight back up. So he has to walk all the way back down to base with the 3 shared tangos that he had on him.
And what they really wanted, and Ancient Apparition here, you know, he respawned as well, was if he'd been able to TP back into lane, they would have been able to go 3-on-4. They are able to pick off Way2 again on the Vengeful Spirit. Don't want to chase after TC on the Lifestealer. But yeah, the Ancient Apparition, if I had been him, he came back with about 70 gold and a 3-on-3 team fight going on his lane. I would have been tempted to sell a couple of GG branches, much as I love GG branches, just to be able to TP down there and help. I don't know. You're a support. The GG branches aren't too essential. I don't know. And it's only 50 gold if you want to. That you're out in difference if you want to buy them back.
Yeah, consumables are certainly a lot more useful than GG branches most of the time. Although I'm told it's good to have 1 or 2. So
yeah,
you know, I take them. But
I just mean in that situation. So you're back. I would probably just have sold and left. Bit of D-ward here going on by Naga Illusions. Unfortunately, with the trees the way they are, only one of them can reach it. So this is going to take a long time. Obviously, envision the entire time.
Yeah, and Fluff and stuff is trying to fix this. Oh, she denies the ward.
Good play.
So,
saves a bit of gold.
No gold. Yes, no gold for Naga.
Oh, that's funny. 2 Bazzies coming up on Union Gaming, on the Nature's Prophet and on the Weaver. I'm totally in for that. Oh, big liquid gank going on top. Angel looking very, very low. Ooh, D-Row wants to come in.
Also.
The Treants actually have them
blocked in by Treants.
Blocked in by Treants. I mean, that's not a terrible... oh, no, they are going to go for it. Here it comes. Oh, but Bear form's out. Yeah, and D-Row's just going to back out.
That was such an awkward engagement there.
Yeah.
I feel like those Treants blocking him in there actually kind of helped him.
Yeah, if they could have convinced him to run away down the lane or something, if he didn't know that the Dragon Knight was there, that would certainly have been much more useful.
Yeah.
And Bulba, yeah, pretty much able to get free farm top.
Yeah, Bulba is 38 for 10.
Oh, big ganks going on bottom. There's the net. That, of course, goes through BKB. Oh, but Bulba's in. Though. He's going to finish off Jocelyn. I'm pretty sure her name's not Jocelyn. That was just the first thing I saw there. Oh, also getting on the stand-in, and that's Hybrid are going to go down as well. Not quite enough damage to finish off TC, although respectably close. Very respectably close.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the items for 2 secs? I've just got to reply to a quick message, and then I can turn my my Steam off.
Getting spammed.
No, it's actually someone who has not even into Dota at all. It's just like, hey, what's up, bros? There we go.
Yeah, I have the situation that I just mentioned.
Oh, there we go. DRAIN manages to get the rune. Unfortunately, I think Bulba wanted it. Bulba really wanted it.
Yeah.
Empty bottle.
Storm Spirits.
Not
Storm
happy.
Spirits always want runes.
Not a happy Storm. So do DK's. I mean, DRAIN, it's good that he got it though, because he'd been out of lane with that failed gank attempt top. He needs to catch up a little bit maybe now, and that rune's going to help him do it, because Storm could stay in lane, but way too taking a bit of creep harass there, but back in game.
Here comes the Dragon Knight rotating down mid. It looks like they're going to go for a push down here on bottom.
Yep.
And this will help the Dragon Knight catch back up, because he's a full 23 last hits behind Bulba.
Yeah.
And this is a huge deal. Bulba already has his treads up. Or should have his treads up.
Also, Bulba has kills.
Yeah, Bulba has plenty of kills.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I mean, that's going to go down very quickly.
In the shoe. Just talk on, and I'll be right back.
No problem. Liquid look like they want to take the tier 1 in exchange. It's tricky though, they're not going to be able to get the damage on quick enough to get it down decisively before they have to get back to defend bot. And Dragon Knight's the level 1 form does DOT to towers. That's what that is there. So that's 20 damage per second. He's an amazing pusher, basically. Absolutely amazing. And Liquid probably going to lose tier 2 here unless they can do some incredibly fast rotations. Bulba has his mana back up. I think that was a quick trip to the... Oh, he runs up. Tower goes down. I think he was looking for a deny there. I'm slightly surprised there by Liquid. I think... I mean, they got the tower they were after. They didn't lose a horrific team fight or anything like that. But it would undoubtedly have been better for them if no towers went down in that whole engagement. If they didn't get top and they didn't lose any of their bot lane towers. And yeah, they could certainly have TP'd back. Hey, yeah, well, we just saw Union push down all of the bot lane towers in exchange for Liquid pushing down the tier 1 on top. All the external bot lane towers, I should say.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's the best trade there.
No,
for Liquid.
I was quite surprised.
Yeah, and they lose a lot of control of their jungle in both Storm Spirit as well as Lifestealer are pretty good heroes at farming up that jungle. And losing a lot of that control can be quite detrimental to some of the heroes that might rely on jungle farm later on if the lanes aren't safe.
Absolutely, and I mean with Weaver and there goes Bulba picking people off. I was going to say with Weaver and Nature's Prophet, UG can actually gain extra farm from that jungle now. And it'll be a little bit risky, but they can do it. Liquid though, not going to pause. It's 2 external towers down. That's a benchmark for this game apparently, so that's what it'll be. Unfortunately, I think it's just going to be in deny range. Good infest there by TC. He needed to do that. If he'd been netted by Naga, he would just have died.
Yeah. Bulba ends up going down there though to the instant stun. They're coming from the Dragon Knight.
Oh, more chasing now on way 2, and he's going to go down to a Nature's Prophet. Beautiful TP there from him. He seems to be the kind of key hero.
Yeah.
TC gets netted by an amazing net there from Gosu Ray. The Mirana arrow, very nicely done. Almost takes out Ancient Apparition.
Yeah, unfortunately the range creep's not close to enough.
I have to say, the last game that I was casting was the first game that I've seen in this league where a deniable tower was actually denied as opposed to just being ignored and the enemy team eventually getting it. I am wondering whether Union are going to bother denying this tier 1 mid.
You and I are both just staring at it right now, just being like, if you were on this team, you'd just be pinging out that tower. Oh!
Yeah, it appears not. I cannot believe how often I see that. It seems to be... Maybe there's something I'm missing, and taking 5 seconds to hit it twice and denying the enemy team 1,000 gold, 1,250 gold isn't a good idea, but as I say, I'm clearly very confused by this. Nice game sense there from ZTalk.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, the Bulba. I almost think they want the song. Oh, Song's not up. Naga's still 5. 5 and dead.
There goes 2. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like it's not the active not denying the tower. It's just lack of paying attention to detail about it. And I think since you have such a big gripe with people who don't deny towers, I think you pay a lot more attention than the average player to it.
Yeah, that's quite possible. It's just so easy. It's just, oh wow, TC TPing in and just getting absolutely murdered. I'm not sure what the plan was there. Really quite confused.
That was a little bit silly.
Gold graph in favor of Liquid. Same with the XP, but yeah, I mean, Union is certainly pulling off decent plays. I guess Bulba really is just zipping around murdering people. I think that's kind of the decisive factor here. Oh, Angel, bad idea. They've just got too much stun. Fairly good as an initiation though. Yeah, with the rest of his team coming in, they are able to pick off Storm Spirit. So okay, that was a very good trade. Have a quick look at the couriers here. There's a glitch going on the dire one. Can't get a proper look. Nice bunny there on the Radiant though. See if we can
it's that wiener dog courier.
Oh, is it? Oh, bless. That's adorable. Yep, with the floppy ears and the hat.
Yeah.
Mirana getting a nice bottled regen rune. I haven't actually been checking the items recently. Storm Spirit on Bulba getting very, very close to an Orchid. I like the fact that they're picking one of these up every game. It's a really useful item. And it's going to shut down that Weaver, just 100%. It gives them a whole window where they can kill him, as opposed to normal Weaver annoying escapingness.
Yeah.
UG though having the only Animidus in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the AA ult. Fluff going to take it straight to the face. Looks like who's that? Ancient Apparition wants to go on this. Wanted perhaps to go on the Lone Druid, but now walking off. Liquid going to take tier 2 pretty much uncontested, it seems.
Yeah. Liquid making up for it, I guess. Making up for losing the same tower bottom.
Mm. Oh, but here comes the Naga song. There's a Mirana ult popped. Here comes the AA ult.
Oh, missed it.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there was still an infested lifestealer in there. TC wanting to make some damage, but oh no, getting sprouted. Magic community doesn't allow you to walk through trees, unfortunately, even magic trees.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Honestly, I thought that would be a worse trade for Union Gaming.
Yeah.
With the lack of coordination on the ults there.
Oh, but Bulba's coming in. He wants to make sure that this is no longer even trades. Way2 doing a great job there with the support, and his aura, I guess, on Storm Spirit, particularly effective given that Storm Spirit requires so much on nuking.
Yeah. Thought retracted there, and it appears as if Bulba's just picked up this his Orchid, and the Weaver still doesn't have his Lincoln Sphere, so there's going to be a difference in time where this Storm can still have a great effect against the Weaver, because he doesn't have his Lincolns.
Indeed. Oh dear. Way2 catching out Weaver.
Oh,
there's going to be a lot of damage very quickly, and straight down. Unfortunately though, Union getting very, very quick on the response. I think, yeah, they're going to pick off Venge. They could have focused down the Mirana and got her instead. Arguably might have been a better idea. Now it's Ghost Array against Bulba. D-Rail coming in here trying to help, but Bulba just so quick and so hard to target with right clicks or stuns or anything. He's just not giving up. He's got DOT on him, he's got a haste rune. He's probably going to go down to that urn charge.
Yeah.
But wow, excellent Storm Spirit play. Possibly over aggressive, but the level of skill was just amazing there.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out an error per se by this Dragon Knight. He picked up a Shadow Amulet, and it may seem like, oh, why wouldn't he? It gives him invis occasionally for like a 1.5 second thing, and it gives him +3 attack speed. But the thing about picking up a Dragon Knight Shadowblade is it's kind of like a blink dagger, and that you want to use it. You want to have it, the first unveiling of it be without your opponent knowing. And I think that both of the components are decently worthless enough to just forego them until you can outright buy the whole thing unless you die. But even still, you should keep it in the stash, just because the initiation on that first time that gives you can usually assure a kill with that.
So you're saying for the purposes of keeping it secret from the other team, given that they'll see that Shadow Amulet and go, right, well, we've got to be wary of Shadow Blades.
Yeah, and then they start carrying around dust, even because there was no. Oh, actually, there was the Weaver, I guess, but it's typically a good idea not to buy some parts of it, just because plus 30 attack speed or plus 14 damage aren't that big of a deal in the long run.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. I mean, plus 30 attack speed is fairly decent. It's more than half a Hyperstone, actually. I hadn't realised it was quite that good, given that it gives you the invis.
Oh, really?
But,
I didn't know it gave you stats.
Well, no, just the plus 30 attack speed. But yeah, I can see what you're saying. I mean, I'm also a bit of an advocate sometimes for some heroes anyway. I'm not sure about Dragon Knight, he's not one of my mains. But going for the blade first. I know you generally want to go for the more expensive item, and the invis is amazing, and a lot of these heroes don't have an escape otherwise, but I guess it's because I'm a Kunkka player, and more damage is more Tidebringer, and more Tidebringer is more win.
Yeah, you just get greedy and forgo the Shadow Blade, just go straight to that Chrysalis.
Yeah, that's tempting a lot of the time now, though. Well, I mean, Shadow Blade on Kunkka is amazing, though, just because forget the fact that it makes you invisible, that's entirely irrelevant. The whole thing is you get 150 extra damage when you break invisibility, even if the enemy team can see you.
Yeah.
So, you know, add that on to your crits later and all the rest.
It appears as if Union Gaming's gonna go for this rush, but Liquid certainly knows.
They know. Wave of Terror only hitting the Dragon Knight. Mirana ult is up. They don't have Union Gaming don't have sentries around, which I think was quite a big oversight given that they're up against the Mirana. Weaver Shikuchi just in time forces Bulba on Storm Spirit to preemptively blow his wad, and it. Oh, the song is cancelled. They want to turn on this, or was that a misclick? The bear is going to pretty much finish off Dragon Knight.
Yeah, the Dragon Knight wasted his.
Oh, beautiful switch. They're going to end up, and Angel as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. I hesitate to say misclick, but I really think they would have been better just popping that song and getting out.
I feel like it was on purpose, and then someone was just like, "No, cancel, we want to fight." And
yeah.
She was like, I guess and she just like panicked and instantly canceled it.
Yeah.
And that panic, it just ended up costing her.
Yeah. They've lost bot racks now, and yeah, I mean, Liquid not feeling like they can push more. I can see why, given that there's nothing they've really got time to take, especially with the tier 2 mid still up. But they certainly didn't need to rush there. That was a very easy walkout. Oh, of course, yes, they were coming in to finish off this Roshan, which Union so helpfully got to basically no health.
Yeah.
Down. Nobody's picking it up. Oh, there we go. Lifestealer picked it up. Weaver, I think, could have actually denied it, which would probably have been more useful. And the duration of stun there from Liquid being enough to take care of the Weaver easily, which is actually ridiculous, considering that what actually stunned Weaver was the Vengeful Stun, and the Vengeful Stun does not last very long. But it was just enough. It was just enough.
Yeah. Liquid certainly does have some great lockdown. Oh, here's a GG again.
There's a GG call. I think that's
fast.
fair.
GG. Yeah. I mean, this Lone Druid had his Radiance and his Hyperstone on his bear, and he had a Midas as well. I think you're way past the point where you should still be in this game. But honestly, they had the late game there, and they could still probably split push, but the stuns were coming out from Liquid were just too much for them.
I mean, that's Liquid. That was just very well played from everything. You know, they messed things up very occasionally, and most of the time it was just top level play. That Storm Spirit damage just perfectly calculated to get the kills. one time perhaps he was over aggressive, and wonderful swaps, wonderful arrows. Yeah, very,
Yeah.
very well played. Very, very well played. I don't
Yeah,
think I
and
saw my infest
if-
kill or my switch into arrow, but I'm still happy. Good job.
Yeah, it was a great game, and if you look at the Sloan Druid, 0 deaths. I think they didn't work out. They didn't finish Sloan Druid or do anything to him, and he got a Midas, he got a Radiance, still didn't gank him, still didn't kill him.
Mm.
And they did attempt once on that top lane conundrum where he was caught in the trees, but they didn't shut him down, and he got really farmed, and it was just a huge deal for Union Gaming all throughout the game.
Yep. Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. When you got 4 players with such amazing skill, and they can make, I know, 4 make space for 1 isn't what's done, and that's not what they were doing at all. I mean, Lifestealer and Storm Spirit were murdering face, but when you do just have a lone druid in the background farming quietly, you know you're going to win the game, because he can come out anytime. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Good job, Yapple. We'll see what else is coming up soon, but yeah, hope you had a good time.
Yeah, I had a great time here. Thank you for allowing me to cast with you.
No worries,
Hopefully, I'll be back another time.
Definitely,
And
and
you'll certainly
King of the Hill
certainly
tournament
see
tonight.
me doing stats if I'm not in the game.
I hope so. I certainly hope so. And King of the Hill tonight.
Of course, I'll try and be there.
Alright, see you later, anybody on Twitch. There'll be more in a few hours. Ciao.
Yep, shoutouts to all the Brick Brigade. See you guys.